Beyond the edge of waking, where myth and starlight intertwine, there exists a realm that few have witnessed in its quietest hour. Welcome to Asgard at twilight, where even the gods set down their burdens and surrender to the gentle embrace of evening. As you settle into this journey, allow your breath to deepen and slow, matching the rhythm of the fading light that now spreads its amber glow across the golden halls of the eternal realm. The day has been long, both in your world and in the world of the gods, and now is the time for release, for letting go, for drifting into the peaceful spaces between one breath and the next. The great gates of Asgard stand open before you, not in challenge or invitation to battle, but with a quiet welcome, a soft beckoning toward rest. You need not be vigilant here, need not be strong or alert. Here, in this sacred hour, even the gods themselves are turning inward, softening, preparing for the tranquil embrace of night. And so we enter together, you and I, through these ancient gates that shimmer with the last golden rays of a sun that sets across all 9 realms at once. Feel the threshold beneath you as you cross from the world of doing into the world of being, from the realm of effort into the realm of peace. The air itself seems to sigh with contentment as evening falls, and with each step forward, you leave behind another layer of the day's concerns, the day's tensions, the day's endless demands. They cannot follow you here. They dissolve like mist in the soft light, and you are becoming lighter, freer, more at ease with every gentle footfall upon these ancient stones. The courtyard before you is vast and silent, bathed in the most beautiful light you have ever seen. Not bright, but glowing. Not harsh, but tender. A light that seems to emanate from the very stones themselves, as if Asgard remembers all the sunlight it has ever known and releases it now, slowly, peacefully, in this hour of rest. Breathe in the peace of this place. Breathe out the last remnants of your day. And know that you are safe here, held here, welcomed here into the twilight realm where gods themselves come to find their quiet. As you move deeper into the courtyard, you begin to notice the exquisite details that emerge only in this softest light. The stones beneath your feet are smooth, worn by countless ages, and they hold warmth from the departed sun, a gentle warmth that rises through you, easing any remaining tension in your legs, your hips, your lower back. Each stone seems to whisper of the beings who have walked here before, warriors and poets, gods and wanderers, all of them, like you, seeking peace in the twilight hour. The walls that surround this sacred space rise high, but they do not confine. Instead, they shelter, they protect. They hold the silence as a precious gift. And the silence here is not empty, but full of presence, full of calm, full of a peace so deep that you can feel it settling into your very bones. Notice how the shadows grow longer now, stretching across the courtyard like dark velvet ribbons, soft and cool and inviting. These are not the shadows of fear or uncertainty, but the shadows of rest, the natural darkness that follows light as surely as sleep follows waking. And you are so ready to follow where they lead, to drift along these gentle pathways into deeper and deeper states of ease. The architecture of Asgard is unlike anything in your waking world, at once grand and intimate, ancient and timeless. Columns of stone and wood rise around you, carved with patterns that seem to shift and breathe in the fading light. But your eyes need not work to decipher them. Instead, let your gaze soften, let your vision blur gently. Let everything become texture and tone and the play of amber against deepening blue. There is nothing here you must remember, nothing you must understand. Only beauty to witness and peace to absorb, and the slow, steady invitation to sink deeper into relaxation with every moment that passes. The air is growing cooler now, but it is a pleasant coolness, a refreshing gentleness that caresses your skin and reminds you that you are alive, here, present in this magical between time when day releases its hold and night has not yet fully arrived. This is the hour that belongs to neither sun nor moon, but to the twilight itself. That liminal space, that threshold state, that mirrors your own journey now from waking into sleep, from thinking into dreaming, from effort into absolute, effortless rest. Your wandering feet carry you now toward the edge of Asgard, toward the place where the realm meets the infinite cosmos. And there, shimmering in the distance, you see it, the Bifrost, the Rainbow Bridge, though it appears now not as a bridge of travel, but as a vision of pure, tranquil beauty. The colours that dance along its span are softer than any rainbow you have seen in your world, muted and dreamlike, shifting with the gentleness of a breath. Shades of amber melting into dusty rose, pale gold flowing into the softest blue, and threading through it all, a whisper of silver starlight that makes the entire bridge seem to pulse with a slow rhythmic glow, like the beating of a great peaceful heart. And there, standing at the near edge of this bridge, is a figure both tall and still. Heimdall, the eternal watcher, the guardian of the Bifrost. But see how he stands now, not at attention, not with the tension of vigilance, but with a posture of deep, contemplative ease. His great shoulders are relaxed, his hands rest gently at his sides, and his gaze, which is said to see all things across all 9 realms, is soft now, unfocused, taking in not specific threats or concerns, but the sheer beauty of existence itself. Even the gods, you realize, have moments like this, moments when duty falls away and pure being remains. Heimdall's presence here is like an anchor, a steady point of calm in the vastness of the cosmos. And as you draw nearer, you feel yourself becoming steadier too, more grounded, more centered, more at peace. You do not disturb him, and he does not turn toward you, for this is not a moment for interaction, but for shared silence, for existing together in the profound quiet of the Twilight realm. You stand a respectful distance away, or perhaps you simply exist in the same space, time having become fluid here, distance having become more a feeling than a measurement. And from this vantage point, you can see what Heimdall sees. The colours of the Bifrost reflecting across the 9 realms, each world touched by this same gentle twilight, each reality settling into its own version of peace. You cannot see the details of those distant worlds, and you need not try. It is enough to know they are there, turning slowly in their cosmic dance, each one safe, each one held, each one drifting toward the same restful darkness that awaits you. Time moves differently in this twilight hour, or perhaps it does not move at all, but simply exists, a vast pool of stillness in which you float without effort, without direction, without need. The light continues its slow fade, and the colours of the Bifrost grow even softer, even more like something remembered than something seen, a vision from a dream that you are still dreaming, that you will always be dreaming. Heimdall remains motionless, or nearly so. You cannot quite tell if he breathes, if he blinks, or if he has become a statue of perfect peace, carved from the very essence of calm itself. But it does not matter. His stillness invites your stillness. His peace deepens your peace. And the longer you stand here, or sit, or recline, for your body has found its own perfect position without your conscious choosing, the more you feel yourself merging with this scene, becoming part of the twilight, part of the gentle glow, part of the soft, slow rhythm that underlies all of existence. In this state, you notice things you might otherwise miss. The way the stars are beginning to emerge in the darkening sky, not suddenly, but gradually, as if they are being born one gentle breath at a time. The way the air carries the faintest scent of something sweet and ancient, perhaps the fragrance of flowers from Frigg's distant garden, perhaps the scent of the world tree's leaves, perhaps simply the smell of peace itself, if peace had a fragrance. And beneath it all, or within it all, you become aware of a sound so subtle it is almost not a sound at all, but a presence. A low, resonant hum, like the universe itself breathing, like the slow vibration of existence, steady and eternal and infinitely comforting. This is the sound of the cosmos at rest, and you are resting with it, sinking into its rhythm, allowing it to carry you deeper and deeper into a state of profound relaxation. Your body is so heavy now, so perfectly, wonderfully heavy, as if you are made of the same ancient stone as Asgard's foundations. Your mind is so quiet now, thoughts drifting by like clouds, seen but not grasped, present but not important, and between each thought, the spaces grow longer, wider, deeper. You are sinking into those spaces, those beautiful, empty, peaceful spaces where nothing needs to happen and nothing needs to be done. And now, as the last traces of gold fade from the sky, and the deep, velvety blue of true night begins to settle over the realm of the gods, you find yourself at the very edge of letting go. The Bifrost has become a ribbon of softest light, barely distinguishable from the stars themselves, and Heimdall, the eternal guardian, has merged completely with the twilight, a presence felt rather than seen, a comfort rather than a form. The courtyard behind you is now cloaked in gentle darkness. Each stone, each column, each archway softened into shadow, and the boundary between earth and sky, between Asgard and the cosmos, has dissolved into a seamless embrace of night. You are held here, suspended in perfect peace, and every part of you knows that it is safe to rest now, safe to release, safe to surrender completely to sleep's tender call. Your breath has become so slow, so deep, so effortless, flowing in and out like a tide guided by an ancient moon. And with each exhale, you release a little more, let go a little more, drift a little deeper into the soft, dark, welcoming space that awaits you. The gods themselves are resting now. Heimdall has closed his eyes at last, his watch taken up by the stars themselves, and all across Asgard, from the highest tower to the deepest root, peace reigns supreme. This is the hour you have been journeying toward, the moment of complete surrender, and it is here now, wrapping around you like the softest blanket, the warmest embrace, the gentlest darkness. There is nothing left to do, nowhere left to go, nothing left to think or plan or worry over. There is only this, the breath, the darkness, the peace, the slow, inexorable drift into sleep. And you are ready. Your body is ready, already sinking into the comfort beneath you. Your mind is ready, already releasing its grip on the day. Your spirit is ready, already floating free in the twilight realm where gods and mortals alike find their rest. So let go now, let go completely, and allow yourself to fall softly, gently, peacefully into the deep, restful sleep that awaits you. The twilight holds you, the stars watch over you, and all is well, all is well, all is perfectly, eternally well. And so, with the twilight holding you gently, you begin to move, slowly, softly, along a path that winds through Asgard's quietest spaces. The pathway beneath you is made of smooth white stones that seem to glow faintly in the gathering darkness, each one worn smooth by countless gentle footsteps over countless peaceful evenings. You barely feel yourself walking. It is more like floating, like drifting, as if the path itself is guiding you, carrying you forward with the softest intention. The air around you has changed, grown sweeter, filled with fragrances you cannot quite name, but that feel like memories of comfort, like the scent of your safest childhood evening, like the perfume of peace itself. And as you follow this winding, wandering path, you notice that the sounds of Asgard have grown even quieter, even softer, until all you can hear is the whisper of your own breathing, slow and deep and easy. The path curves gently to the left, then to the right, leading you through an archway formed by two ancient trees whose branches intertwine overhead like loving hands clasped in eternal greeting. And beyond this archway, beyond this threshold of living wood and tender leaves, you see it. Frigg's garden, the sacred garden of the All-Mother, the Queen of Asgard, the keeper of all domestic peace and quiet wisdom. The garden stretches before you, bathed in silver moonlight that falls like silk from the luminous moon hanging full and round above. This is not a garden of day-blooming flowers, not a garden of bright colors and busy bees. No, this is a garden that awakens only when the sun has set, only when the world has grown soft and dim and ready for rest. And as you enter, as you step through that gentle archway and into Frigg's sacred space, you feel something shift inside you. The last tensions of your day, the final threads of worry or thought or effort, they simply dissolve, like sugar in warm water, like mist in morning sun. You are held here, you are safe here, you are welcome in this garden of gentle dreams. As you move deeper into the garden, you begin to notice the flowers themselves. They are unlike any flowers you have seen in the waking world, in the daylight world. These blossoms open only in darkness, only in the gentle embrace of night. There are moonflowers, their white petals unfurling slowly, slowly, like hands opening to release a secret. There are night-blooming jasmine, their fragrance so sweet and calming that simply breathing near them makes your shoulders drop, makes your jaw unclench, makes every muscle in your body remember what it feels like to be completely, utterly relaxed. There are midnight orchids with petals the color of twilight itself, that deep, peaceful blue-purple that holds all the softness of endings and beginnings at once. And there, tending to these flowers with movements so gentle they barely disturb the air, is Frigg herself, the All-Mother, the Queen of the Gods. She kneels beside a bed of silver-leaved plants, her hands moving with such tenderness, such care, as she touches each leaf, each petal, each stem. She is dressed not in royal robes of ceremony, but in simple garments the color of moonlight and mist. Her hair falls loose around her shoulders, and in the lunar glow it seems to shimmer with its own inner light. You cannot see her face clearly, but you sense her smile, sense the deep contentment that radiates from her like warmth from a banked fire. She is humming. So softly you almost think you're imagining it. A melody without beginning or end, a song that seems to be woven from the very fabric of peace itself. The notes rise and fall like gentle breathing, like waves on a calm shore, like the rhythm of a heart at perfect rest. And as you listen to this humming, this tender lullaby of the All-Mother, you feel yourself sinking deeper, deeper into relaxation, deeper into calm, deeper into the soft darkness that welcomes you with open arms. Frigg does not look up at your presence. She does not need to. She knows you are there. She has always known. She welcomes all who come to her garden in need of rest, in need of peace, in need of the kind of deep, healing sleep that restores the soul. Time seems to move differently here in Frigg's garden. Or perhaps time does not move at all. Perhaps in this sacred space, this sanctuary of rest, there is only the eternal present moment, this breath, this heartbeat, this perfect now. You find yourself drawn to a stone bench near where Frigg tends her flowers, and you sit. Or perhaps you were always sitting. It is hard to remember, and even harder to care. From here you can watch the All-Mother as she continues her evening rituals, each gesture flowing into the next, like a meditation made visible. She reaches out to touch a nightbird that has landed on a nearby branch. It is a small creature, dark and soft, with bright eyes that reflect the moon. Frigg whispers to it, words you cannot quite hear, but that you feel in your bones. Words of comfort, of reassurance, of unconditional peace. The bird tilts its head, listening, and then settles its feathers and tucks its head beneath its wing, falling asleep right there in her presence. And you understand in this moment that this is Frigg's gift, the gift she shares with all living things, the gift of rest, the gift of letting go, the gift of knowing, deeply and truly, that it is safe to sleep, safe to surrender, safe to stop holding on so tightly to consciousness and control. She moves now to a small wooden table where various herbs are laid out in neat bunches: lavender, chamomile, valerian root, passion flower, plants that carry the essence of sleep in their very fibers. With slow, deliberate movements, she begins to weave these herbs together, her fingers working in a rhythm that is almost hypnotic to watch. Over and under, in and out, the rhythm never changing, never hurrying, as steady as a pulse, as reliable as the turning of the stars overhead. And as she weaves, she continues her humming, that endless, wordless song that seems to wrap around you like the softest blanket, like the most loving embrace. You feel your eyelids growing heavy, so heavy, as if tiny weights were attached to your lashes, gently pulling them down, down, down. It takes effort to keep them open. It takes effort you no longer wish to make. Frigg sets down her woven herbs and rises, moving with that same unhurried grace to another part of the garden. You follow with your eyes, or perhaps you follow in body. It is all the same here, where thought and movement blend into one another like watercolors on wet paper. She approaches a small loom that stands beneath a willow tree, whose branches hang down like curtains of silver-green silk. This is where she weaves the threads of fate, though not in the way of the Norns with their urgent patterns and complex destinies. No, Frigg's weaving is gentler, softer. She weaves the small fates, the quiet moments, the peaceful transitions from waking to sleeping, from sleeping to dreaming, from dreaming to the deep rest beyond dreams. The loom is already threaded with fibers that seem to glow in the darkness, threads of moonlight and starlight, threads of whispered prayers and contented sighs, threads of every peaceful moment that has ever existed in any realm. Frigg sits at the loom and begins to work, her hands moving in that same steady rhythm, the same meditation of motion. The shuttle passes through the warp, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The sound it makes is like the softest music, a gentle thump and slide, steady as a sleeping heart, regular as breathing, constant as the rhythm that rocks you deeper and deeper into rest. She does not work quickly. There is no rush, no urgency in this place. Each pass of the shuttle is given all the time it needs. Each thread is honored, acknowledged, woven into the greater pattern with complete attention and complete peace. And as you watch, as you let your eyes follow the movement of her hands, the passage of the shuttle, the growing pattern of the weave, you feel your own thoughts beginning to slow, beginning to space themselves out with longer and longer pauses in between. Thought, pause, thought, longer pause, thought, even longer pause. Until the pauses are everything, and the thoughts are just small, distant things that barely matter at all. Frigg weaves and hums, and the garden breathes around you both, the flowers releasing their fragrances in slow pulses like a heartbeat, the leaves whispering to one another, in voices too soft to separate from silence. The weaving continues, endless, timeless, perfect. And now Frigg begins to sing, not just hum, but sing in words so ancient and soft that they might be the first words ever spoken, the original language of comfort and peace. You do not understand the words with your mind, but your body understands, your heart understands, the deepest parts of you understand completely. The song is about letting go, about releasing the day, releasing your worries, releasing the need to stay alert and aware and awake. The song gives you permission, full and complete permission, to stop trying, to stop holding on, to simply allow sleep to come in its own time, in its own way, knowing that it will come, that it is already coming, that it is already here. With each word she sings, you feel another thread of tension unwinding in your body. Your forehead smooths, your jaw goes slack, your shoulders melt down away from your ears. Your hands unfurl, fingers loose and soft. Your legs become heavy, so heavy, sinking down into whatever supports them as if they are made of warm sand, comfortable and impossibly heavy. Even your thoughts are heavy now, too heavy to hold on to, slipping away as soon as they form, like water through open fingers, leaving nothing behind but peace. The garden around you seems to be dimming, growing softer and more distant, as if you are seeing it through layers of silk, through veils of sleep. The flowers still bloom, but their colors are fading into shades of silver and shadow. The moon still shines, but its light is gentler now, filtering through the growing darkness like a memory of light rather than light itself. And Frigg, the All-Mother, she is smiling at her loom, smiling as she weaves and sings, knowing that her work is done, that another soul has found the path to rest, to peace, to the deep and healing sleep that restores all things. Her song grows softer, softer, the words spacing themselves out more and more, until there is more silence than song, more peace than sound, more rest than anything else. And you let yourself drift on that rest, drift on that peace, drift on the gentle loving intention of the All-Mother who tends this garden of gentle dreams. You drift and drift and drift, letting go completely now, falling softly into sleep, falling peacefully into dreams, held safe in Frigg's garden, where all is peace, all is rest, all is perfectly, eternally well. And now, as you drift in the gentle embrace of Frigg's moonlit garden, you become aware of a new warmth calling to you, a golden glow that beckons from across the realm. The evening deepens now, and you find yourself floating, drifting, moving with effortless grace along a soft pathway of light. The garden fades behind you like a tender memory, and ahead, somewhere in the gathering dusk, you see the great hall of Valhalla, but not as you might imagine it. Not filled with the clash of swords or the roar of celebration. No, this is Valhalla at its quietest hour, at its most peaceful moment, when even the mightiest warriors set aside their weapons and sink into rest. You drift closer now, moving through the evening air like a whisper, like a sigh. The great wooden doors stand open, welcoming, inviting, and from within comes the softest golden light, the gentle crackle of a fire, the low murmur of voices settling into silence. You pass through the threshold, and the warmth embraces you immediately, a warmth that seeps into your bones, into your very soul, relaxing every muscle, every thought, every last bit of tension you've been carrying. The hall stretches before you, vast and magnificent, yet somehow intimate in this quiet hour. The great carved pillars rise like ancient trees, their wood worn smooth by centuries, by thousands upon thousands of gentle touches. The ceiling disappears into soft shadows above, and the air itself seems to shimmer with peace, with safety, with the promise of deep and dreamless rest. Warriors who moments ago were engaged in their eternal battles now recline on soft benches along the walls, their armor set aside, their faces relaxed and peaceful. Each one settling, sinking, letting go, as the hall embraces them in its ancient comfort. You move deeper into the space, drawn by the golden glow at the heart of the hall. There, in the center, a great fire burns in a stone hearth, but these flames do not roar or rage. They dance gently, rhythmically, crackling with the softest whispers, pop, crackle, pop. The sound is hypnotic, repetitive, each small sound a lullaby, each flicker of flame a gentle pulse that slows your breathing, slows your heartbeat, draws you down, down, down into deeper relaxation. The fire's warmth spreads through the hall like liquid gold, like honey, like the sweetest peace you've ever known. And there, beside the fire, sitting in a great carved chair that has held the weight of countless years, is Odin. But tonight, he is not the All-Father, not the god of war or wisdom or kingship. Tonight, he is simply an old storyteller, an ancient soul who has seen the birth and death of stars, and who now seeks only the comfort of the fire, the company of his ravens, and the gentle peace of evening. He sits with his staff resting against the chair, his single eye reflecting the dancing flames. His face is lined with age beyond measure, but those lines speak not of burden, only of stories, of countless memories held with tenderness. His cloak pools around him in shades of deep blue and silver, and as the firelight catches it, it seems to shimmer with starlight, with the very fabric of the night sky itself. On his shoulders perch his two ravens, Hugin and Munin, thought and memory. But they too are quiet now, their heads tucked softly against their dark feathers, listening, waiting. The fire crackles again, pop, whisper, crackle, and Odin's voice begins, low and soft, like distant thunder heard through many mountains, like the deep rumble of the earth itself speaking words of comfort. Come closer, his voice seems to say, though whether he speaks aloud or directly to your soul, you cannot tell. Come, rest, be at peace. And you find yourself drifting nearer, settling onto soft furs spread before the hearth. The warmth of the fire caresses your face, your hands, and you feel yourself sinking into the softness beneath you, into the comfort of this ancient place. You are safe here, completely safe, protected by the walls of Valhalla, by the presence of the All-Father, by the eternal peace of this quiet hour. Odin begins to speak, his words flowing like a gentle stream, like honey poured from a wooden cup. He tells tales, but not of battles or glory. Tonight, his stories are of small things, of beautiful things, of the first snowflake that ever fell, of the way starlight sounds when it touches still water, of the dreams that trees have in winter. His voice rises and falls with a rhythm that matches the crackling fire, that matches your breathing, that matches the slow, steady beating of your heart. The ravens shift softly on his shoulders, their feathers rustling like leaves, like the gentlest whisper of wind through grass. Hugin tilts his head, listening to the tale, and you listen too, though the words themselves begin to blur, to fade, becoming less important than the sound, the rhythm, the deep, soothing cadence that wraps around you like the warmest blanket, like the softest embrace. The fire continues its gentle song, crackle, pop, whisper, crackle, each sound distinct and clear, yet blending into a lullaby, a rhythm as old as fire itself, as old as the first hearth where the first storyteller shared the first tale while darkness gathered outside. You watch the flames dance, golden and amber and the palest orange. They move slowly, gracefully, each flicker and wave following some ancient pattern, some hypnotic dance that your eyes follow, up and down, back and forth, until your eyelids grow heavy, so heavy, and it feels so good to let them drift closed, to let the warmth and the crackling be your only awareness. Odin's voice continues, weaving through the sound of the flames. There was a time, he says, long ago and far away, when the first stars learned to shine. They were afraid at first, afraid of the vast darkness that surrounded them. But one by one, they let their light emerge, and they found that they were not alone. Each star could see the others, each light reflecting in the darkness, creating patterns, constellations, stories written across the infinite night. His words paint pictures in your mind, soft images that drift and flow like clouds, like smoke from the sacred fire. You see stars being born, gentle pinpricks of light emerging from darkness. You see them learning to shine, finding their place in the great pattern. And as you watch these images, you feel yourself becoming one of them, a small light, gentle and peaceful, finding your place, your perfect spot in the constellation of sleep. The ravens murmur softly, a low sound in their throats like the cooing of doves, like the purr of a contented cat. Odin reaches up with one weathered hand and strokes Munin's feathers, the motions slow, repetitive, soothing, each stroke of his fingers matching the rhythm of the fire, matching your breathing. Everything in this hall moves to the same gentle pulse, the same slow rhythm that draws you deeper and deeper into peace, into rest. Around you, the warriors of Valhalla have fallen completely silent now. You hear only the soft sounds of sleeping, the gentle rhythm of many breaths rising and falling together, creating a sea of peace, an ocean of rest that you float upon, that holds you tenderly. You are part of this now, part of the hall's great slumber, and it feels so right, so natural, to let go, to stop trying, to simply drift with the tide of sleep that surrounds you. The fire glows, warm and golden, its light pulsing gently, growing softer now, dimmer. The flames settle lower, their dance slowing. And Odin's voice grows quieter too, softer, the words spacing further apart. Sleep now, he whispers. Sleep and rest, rest and dream, dream of peace, of stars, of gentle darkness that holds you safe. Time has lost all meaning now. There is only this moment, this breath, this gentle crackling of the fire. Pop, whisper, crackle, pop. The sounds continue, endless and comforting, like the heartbeat of the hall itself, like the breathing of the earth. You have never felt so relaxed, so completely at ease. Every muscle in your body has released, softened, melted into the furs beneath you. You cannot feel where your body ends and the softness begins. You are simply warmth, simply peace, simply breath rising and falling in the sacred darkness. Odin has fallen silent now, his tale complete, but his presence remains, a deep and ancient comfort, like a mountain that has stood watch for eons, like roots that go down to the very heart of the world. You are safe in his silence, safe in his watchfulness. He is the guardian of this moment, the keeper of this peace. And nothing in all the 9 realms, can disturb the sacred rest of this hall. The ravens sleep now, their heads tucked beneath their wings, their bodies rising and falling with slow breath. You breathe with them, in and out, each breath deeper than the last, each exhale releasing more, letting go more, falling further into the soft darkness that waits to embrace you. The fire has burned down to glowing embers now, pulsing gently with inner light, red and gold and deep orange. The glow is like a heartbeat made visible, slow and steady and eternal. You watch the embers pulse, and your own heartbeat slows to match, becoming one with the fire, one with the hall, one with the ancient peace that fills this space. Shadows gather in the corners of the great hall, but they are gentle shadows, friendly darkness that offers rest, offers privacy, offers the deep comfort of night. The warriors sleep in these shadows. Their breathing, a soft chorus, a lullaby sung by many voices, and you sleep too. Or you are almost sleeping, drifting on the very edge of dreams, where everything is soft, everything is safe, everything is perfectly, beautifully still. Odin's eye closes now, his head tilting back against the great chair. Even the All-Father needs his rest. Even gods must sleep. And seeing him surrender to slumber, you feel permission to let go completely. Permission to fall, to drift, to dissolve into sleep. There is nothing left to do, nowhere to go, no reason to hold on to waking. The hall holds you, the fire warms you, the darkness embraces you, and you fall, softly, gently, peacefully, into the deepest rest. The embers pulse, growing dimmer with each breath, each beat. The light fades to the softest glow, barely visible now, just the faintest warmth in the darkness. And the darkness is so beautiful, so welcoming, so perfectly peaceful. You sink into it like sinking into the softest bed, the warmest embrace. It surrounds you, above and below, within and without. You are held by darkness, cradled by night, and you are so very sleepy. The hall breathes around you, the ancient woods settling with soft creaks and whispers. The sound is like a lullaby, like the rocking of a cradle. Everything rests now. Everything sleeps. The whole of Valhalla has surrendered to night, to peace, to the gentle emptiness of deep slumber. And you surrender too, letting go of the last threads of awareness, the last thoughts that drift through your mind. You cannot remember why you ever worried, why you ever felt you needed to stay awake. This is what you were meant for. This perfect rest, this absolute peace. You are exactly where you belong, held safe in the great hall, protected by ancient walls, wrapped in the warmth of the dying fire. There is nothing to fear, nothing to do, nothing to be, except this soft dissolving into sleep. The darkness deepens, softens, becomes velvet, becomes silk, becomes the gentlest void that asks nothing of you, that simply holds you, simply loves you. You float in this darkness, weightless, thoughtless, at perfect peace, and somewhere far away, so far you can barely hear it, the last ember whispers, crackle, and goes dark. But you don't need the light. You are safe in the darkness, safe in the silence, safe in the deep well of sleep that has finally claimed you. Valhalla sleeps. Odin sleeps. The ravens sleep, and you sleep too, falling into dreams, into peace, into the infinite gentle darkness. Let go now, completely. There's nothing left to hold, just fall, deeper and deeper and deeper still. All is quiet, all is dark, all is peace. The hall holds you through the night, through all the hours of darkness, and you rest, deeply, completely, safely, in the gentle arms of sleep. Sleep now, sleep. Just sleep, and drift, and dream. All is well, all is peace, all is perfectly, eternally, still. And now, as the warmth of Valhalla's hall fades gently behind you, you feel yourself drifting, descending, moving deeper into the mystical heart of all the realms. There is no effort in this movement, no strain, only the softest sensation of floating downward, like a feather carried on evening air, down, 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 through layers of twilight, through veils of gentle darkness. You are safe, perfectly safe. Held by the ancient magic that flows through all of Asgard, all the 9 realms, flowing like slow water, like breath itself. You descend now toward the roots of Yggdrasil, the great world tree whose branches hold the cosmos, whose roots reach deep into the oldest places, the most peaceful places. And here, in this sacred depth, there is such stillness, such profound quiet. The very air seems to slow, to thicken with peace, with timelessness. You can almost feel the age of this place, not as weight, but as comfort. The comfort of knowing that this tree has stood for eons, will stand for eons more, and you are held within its presence, safe, protected, eternally at peace. The light here is different, softer than soft. It is the light of distant stars filtering down through impossible depths, through the great tree's mighty roots that curve and twist in patterns older than memory. These roots are vast, wider than any road, smooth and dark like polished wood, and they glow, very faintly, with a deep amber light, a golden light, as if they hold within them all the warmth of all the suns that have ever shone. This light pulses, slowly, so slowly like the beating of an ancient heart, and with each pulse, you feel yourself relaxing more, sinking deeper, letting go. Between the roots, in the spaces where they curve and meet, you see pools of shadow, soft darkness that welcomes rather than frightens, and there, ahead in the deepest curve of the greatest root, you see it, the well of Mimir, the well of wisdom, the well of dreams. Its surface is dark, perfectly dark, like a mirror made of midnight, and upon that darkness, reflected from somewhere far above, you see starlight, stars that shimmer and dance on water, so still it might be glass, might be the night sky itself. You move closer, drifting, floating. There is no sound but the whisper of your own breath, and even that seems to fade, to merge with the deeper silence of this place. The well is round, its edges formed of ancient stone, stone that has been here since the beginning of all things. The water within is so clear, so pure, that the darkness you see is not the water itself, but the depth, the infinite depth that holds all knowledge, all wisdom, all peace. And as you gaze into that still, dark surface, as you watch the starlight shimmer and fade and shimmer again, you feel something releasing within you. All the thoughts of the day, all the concerns, all the endless mental noise. It all begins to drain away, to flow down into that infinite depth where it dissolves, disappears, becomes nothing. You don't need those thoughts now, don't need any thoughts at all. The well receives them, takes them, and gives you in return only stillness, only peace, only the gentle rhythm of starlight dancing on dark water, dancing so slowly, fading, glowing, fading, like breath, like sleep itself. And you watch, and you breathe, and you let go, deeper, deeper, into the peace, into the dark, into the gentle, welcoming silence. The silence here is not empty. It is full of something you can almost hear, almost grasp, like whispers carried on air that doesn't move, like voices from very far away, speaking words you once knew, words you've always known. These are the whispers of Mimir's well, the whispers of ancient knowledge, but they do not demand your attention, do not ask you to understand. They are soft, so soft, like lullabies sung in a language older than words. And they wash over you, through you, bringing not information but comfort, not learning but peace. Rest now, the whispers seem to say. Rest, rest, all is well, all is known. You need not strive, need not seek, simply rest. The words echo, gentle echoes in the darkness. Rest, rest, let the darkness hold you, let the water carry you, rest. And you feel yourself responding to these whispers, your body growing heavier, softer, melting down into perfect relaxation. Your breath slows to match the rhythm of the whispers, in and out. Slow, so slow, each breath deeper than the last. You notice now that there is movement at the edge of the well, subtle movement in the shadows. 3 figures sit there, so still they might be stone, might be part of the roots themselves, the Norns, the weavers of fate, Urd, Verdandi, and Skuld, past, present, and future. They sit in a half circle by the water's edge, and in their hands, threads that gleam very faintly in the starlight, threads of cream and silver, dusty blue and pale gold, and they weave, their fingers moving in patterns so smooth, so practiced, that the movement becomes almost invisible, becomes a meditation. Watch their hands, watch the threads. See how each motion flows into the next, seamless, eternal. Their fingers lift, cross, pull, and release, lift, cross, pull, and release. The rhythm is hypnotic, like waves on a shore, like breath, like heartbeat. You could watch forever and never tire. Watch as thread passes over thread, under and through, creating patterns that form and dissolve, form and dissolve. Nothing is permanent, everything flows, and in that flow there is such peace, such freedom. The Norns do not speak, but somehow you understand what they weave. They weave rest. They weave dreams. They weave the peaceful darkness that welcomes every soul. Each thread is a breath taken by someone sleeping somewhere in the 9 realms. Each pattern is a dream unfolding, fading, unfolding again. And your breath is among those threads. Your dreams are part of that pattern. You are woven into the fabric of peace that covers the world, connected to all who rest, all who sleep, all who let go. Let go. The whispers echo from the well. Let go. Release. Surrender to the weaving, to the pattern, to the gentle darkness. And you do. You let go, feeling your last bit of tension unwinding like thread from a spool. You are part of the tapestry now, part of the great weaving, and the Norns' hands never stop, never tire. Their rhythm continues, will continue forever, and you are held within that rhythm, safe, peaceful, drifting deeper with each pass of thread over thread, with each gentle whisper from the well. Sleep, sleep, let the pattern hold you, sleep. And the water reflects the stars, and the stars pulse gently, and the threads move through ancient fingers, and you sink, down, down, into soft, welcoming darkness, into dreams, into peace. Time moves differently here, or perhaps it doesn't move at all. You cannot tell if moments are passing, or if you have entered a space between moments, a space where past and future meet in one eternal now. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters but this peace, this stillness, this gentle darkness that holds you like water, like sleep. The whispers from the well continue, soft voices braiding together, separating, coming together again. You are safe. They murmur, safe in the roots of the world, safe in the depths of night. All that you carry can be set down here, set down in these dark waters, released into the infinite depth. And you feel it happening. Feel the burdens you didn't even know you carried beginning to lift, to float away, dissolving like mist in morning sun. There is nothing you need to do, nowhere you need to be. The well accepts everything, judges nothing, simply receives, and transforms all into peace. You notice now the scent of this place, rich and earthy, the smell of ancient wood, of deep water, of stone that has never seen sunlight. It is the scent of the earth's deepest places, and mixed with it, something sweeter, like herbs drying in darkness, like flowers that bloom only in shadow. Perhaps Frigg's garden reaches even here, her gentle magic touching even these most ancient depths. The scent fills your lungs, fills your whole body with calm, with grounding. You are connected to the earth, to the tree, to the well, connected and held and perfectly, perfectly safe. The Norns continue their weaving, their endless, peaceful weaving. You can hear it now, the very softest whisper of thread sliding through thread, a sound like silk, like water over smooth stone. It blends with the whispers from the well, with your own slow breathing, all becoming one sound, one rhythm. The rhythm of the universe at rest, pulsing gently in the darkness. You feel your heartbeat slowing to match it, your thoughts fading to merge with it. You are becoming part of this place, part of the stillness, part of the eternal peace. Wisdom comes in silence, the well whispers. Understanding arrives in stillness, peace is found in letting go. The words repeat, echo, repeat again, but softer each time, fading like stars at dawn. Silence. Stillness. Letting go. Silence. Stillness. Sleep. And with each repetition you sink deeper, your consciousness dimming like a lamp slowly turned down. You don't need wisdom now. Don't need understanding. You need only this. This darkness, this peace, this gentle dissolution of all that separates you from sleep. The roots of Yggdrasil seem to pulse around you, very slowly, breathing with you, breathing for you. You could let them take over entirely. Let the tree breathe while you simply rest, simply float in this timeless space. And perhaps you do. Perhaps you are no longer breathing at all, but simply existing, simply being held in the arms of something vast, ancient, infinitely patient, and infinitely kind. The well's dark water is beneath you, around you. You cannot tell anymore where you end and it begins. You are merging, melting, becoming one with the darkness, with the peace, with the soft whispers that continue, always continue, like a lullaby that has no ending. Rest, rest, you are safe, you are held, you are loved. Rest, rest, sleep now, sleep. And you do, you sleep, drifting deeper into the well, into the darkness, into the peace that has no bottom, no end, only this gentle falling, this soft surrender, this perfect, perfect sleep. Deeper now, deeper still. You have moved beyond the well, or the well has moved beyond you. It no longer matters which. You are in darkness now, but it is not frightening, not cold. This darkness is warm, soft, like velvet, like the inside of a dream. It holds you gently, completely. You float in it, drift in it, and you are safe, so safe. The whispers are softer here, so soft you feel them more than hear them. They vibrate gently in your chest, in your bones. All is well, they pulse. All is well, all is well. The words have become feeling, have become the darkness itself. You are wrapped in reassurance, cocooned in peace. There is nothing to fear, nothing to do, nothing to be except this floating, this resting, this gentle dissolution into sleep. Somewhere far away, or perhaps very close, you sense the Norns still weaving, their patient hands never stopping, never hurrying. The rhythm continues, will always continue, and you are part of it. You are a thread in the great weaving, a thread of peaceful blue, of soft cream, of gentle darkness. You are being woven into the night, into sleep, into dreams. And it feels right, feels perfect, feels like coming home. Your body is completely relaxed now, so relaxed you can barely feel it. It might be very far away, it might not exist at all. There is only this consciousness, this awareness, and even that is dimming, fading like the last light of evening. You don't need awareness, don't need to be present. You can let go of even this, can release yourself into the darkness, into the deep. Let the well hold your consciousness. Let it sink into those infinite depths where all knowledge sleeps, where all wisdom dreams. Sleep, the well whispers, sleep, sleep. The word repeats, echoes, becomes everything. There is no world but sleep, no thought but sleep, no sensation but the gentle pull downward, inward, into the peaceful dark. Sleep, sleep, sleep. The whispers are fading now, growing distant, not because they are going away, but because you are. You are moving deeper than whispers can reach, deeper than sound can travel. You are descending into the quiet beneath quiet, the stillness beneath stillness, the peace beneath peace. The darkness is complete now, total. You cannot see, cannot hear, can barely think, and it is perfect, perfect. This is the darkness that existed before light, that will exist after. This is the darkness at the heart of all things, and it is not empty. It is full, full of potential, full of rest, full of infinite boundless peace. You rest in it, rest in the heart of darkness, and the darkness rests in you. You are one, indistinguishable. You are the well, the water, the night, the sleep. Somewhere, in a place you can no longer remember, the Norn's fingers move. Thread crosses thread, a pattern forms and reforms and forms again. Your breath is that pattern. Your heartbeat is that rhythm. Slow, slower, slowest, until breathing and being become the same thing, until heart and sleep are one. You are woven into peace, stitched into darkness, sewn into the fabric of eternal rest. And the whispers, so faint now, they might be your own thoughts, murmur one last time. Sleep, just sleep. All is well, all is dark, all is peace. Sleep, sleep, sleep. And you do, you sleep, completely, totally, perfectly, held in the depths of Mimir's well, held in the roots of the world tree, held in the gentle, endless eternal dark. Darkness, only darkness, and within the darkness, peace. You have reached the deepest place, the place beneath thought, beneath dreams, beneath even sleep itself. This is the void, the sacred emptiness, the nothing that is also everything. And you rest here, at the very bottom of the well, at the deepest root of Yggdrasil, at the heart of night. There are no whispers now, no voices. The silence is absolute, complete. It is a presence in itself, a living thing that breathes without breathing, exists without existing. You are held in this silence, wrapped in it, become it. You cannot tell where you end, and the silence begins. There is no boundary, no separation, only this perfect, infinite peace. Time has stopped, or never was. The concepts of before and after have no meaning here. There is only now, and now, and now, each moment identical, each moment eternal. You could rest here for 1,000 years or a single heartbeat. It would be the same, feel the same. This is the peace that has no measure, no end. It simply is, and you are part of it, indivisible from it, forever. The darkness is so complete, it begins to change. Or perhaps you begin to change. You notice that the darkness is not quite black. It is the deepest, deepest blue, the blue of midnight sky, the blue of the ocean's deepest depth. And within that blue, so faint, so distant, the tiniest points of light, stars, or the memory of stars. They don't illuminate, don't brighten the darkness. They simply exist within it, part of it, like tiny seeds of light planted in infinite dark. You watch these distant stars, these faint, faint glimmers. They pulse so slowly, growing the tiniest bit brighter, then dimmer, then brighter again, like breathing, like sleeping, like the rhythm of the cosmos itself, and you pulse with them, your awareness expanding and contracting, expanding, contracting, until you are not sure if you are the one watching the stars, or if the stars are watching you. Perhaps you are the stars, perhaps you are the darkness between them, perhaps you are all of it, the entire universe at rest. The Norn's weaving has stopped, or continues somewhere so far away you can no longer sense it. Their work is done. The pattern is complete. You are woven in, secure, held in place by threads of starlight and shadow. You cannot unravel, cannot fall. You are part of the eternal tapestry, and you rest, simply rest. Your breathing is so slow now, so subtle. You might not be breathing at all, might simply be existing, floating in the darkness, held by the darkness, loved by the darkness. Peace. Something whispers, or perhaps nothing whispers. Perhaps it is just a feeling, a knowledge that arises from the darkness itself. Peace, peace, eternal peace. And you know it is true. You have found the place of peace, the source of peace, the peace that passeth understanding. It flows through you, from you. You are the well now, deep and dark and still, reflecting stars that shine in realms you cannot see, cannot remember. You are peace, you are rest, you are sleep, and so you remain. Held in the deepest depths, cradled in the roots of all that is. The darkness is complete, the silence is whole. And you are dissolved, released, set free into the infinite, into sleep, into dreams beyond dreams, into the peace that has no name, no form, no end. Only this darkness, this stillness, this gentle, eternal, perfect rest. Sleep, sleep, sleep. The darkness holds you, the roots embrace you, the stars watch over you, and you sleep. Deeply, completely, peacefully, forever and ever and ever. All is dark, all is still, all is peace. Sleep, just sleep and rest, and dream in the infinite, eternal dark. And from the infinite dark, from the peaceful depths, you begin to rise, slowly, gently, like a feather on a soft breath of wind. You rise from the roots of Yggdrasil, up through the sleeping realms, up past the quiet halls, up beyond the gardens where moonflowers dream. You are rising, slowly rising, toward the highest point of all, the place where Asgard touches the stars, where the boundaries dissolve into light, into endless, gentle light. You are weightless now, floating, drifting upward on currents of starlight, and the darkness around you begins to shimmer, to sparkle, to glow with the soft radiance of 1,000 sleeping suns. The air grows thinner here, more ethereal, filled with the whisper of cosmic winds that have blown since the beginning of time. These winds are warm, gentle. They carry you upward, ever upward, toward the crown of the world tree, toward the highest peak of Asgard, where the gods come when they themselves seek rest, when they themselves need to remember the peace that existed before the realms were born. You can see it now, the gentle glow above, the place where sky becomes stars, where stars become dreams, where dreams become the eternal quiet of the cosmos. You are almost there, almost home, rising, drifting, floating on waves of light, on tides of stardust, on currents of pure, peaceful energy. And as you rise, you feel yourself becoming lighter, more transparent, as if you are made of the same gentle light that surrounds you, as if you are becoming one with the stars themselves. Your breath is slow, so slow, matching the eternal rhythm of the spheres, the ancient pulse of creation itself, breathing in starlight, breathing out peace, breathing in cosmos, breathing out sleep, rising, always rising, toward the place where all things rest, where all things dream, where all things find their way home to the infinite peace of the eternal night sky. And now, you have arrived at the highest point, the crown of Asgard, the place where the realm of gods meets the infinite sky. Here, the ground is soft, made of clouds and starlight woven together, solid enough to hold you, gentle enough to cradle you like a newborn constellation. The gods have all found their rest. Odin sleeps in his hall, Frigg dreams in her garden, Thor rests beneath the thunderclouds, and all of Asgard is wrapped in the gentle blanket of night. You are alone here, beautifully alone, but not lonely, never lonely, because the stars are with you, countless stars, eternal stars, watching over you with their ancient loving light. You lie back on the soft surface of cloud and starlight, and you look up into the infinite expanse of the cosmos. The sky is dark, so beautifully dark, a rich, deep darkness like velvet, like silk, like the softest night you have ever known. And against this darkness, the stars shine, gently, softly, not harsh or bright, but warm and amber golden, like candlelight from far away. Each star is a sun, a world, a story, and each one watches over the sleeping realms below with patient, eternal love. You can see them all, scattered across the sky like diamonds on midnight cloth. Some are brighter, some are dimmer. Some pulse gently with a rhythmic light, in and out, like breathing, like sleeping, like the heartbeat of the universe itself. And as you watch them, as you gaze into that beautiful darkness, you begin to notice the patterns, the constellations that the ancient ones drew among the lights. There is the Great Bear, sleeping peacefully among the northern stars. There is the swan, gliding silently through rivers of starlight. There is the dragon, coiled in gentle rest around the pole of the sky. And there is the serpent, the great world serpent, transformed into stars, no longer fierce but calm, peaceful, sleeping as it holds the cosmos in its gentle coils. Each constellation is a lullaby written in light, each pattern a prayer for peaceful rest, and you trace them with your eyes, slowly, softly, from star to star, following the ancient paths, the peaceful paths, the paths that lead deeper into sleep, into rest, into dreams. And the stars speak to you, not in words, but in light, in gentle pulses of radiance that whisper directly to your soul. They tell you of the peace that has existed since before time began, the peace that will exist long after time has ended. They tell you that you are safe, so safe, held in the loving embrace of the cosmos, watched over by ancient lights that have guided travelers and dreamers since the first night fell upon the first world. You can feel their light touching your skin, soft and warm, like the gentlest summer evening, like the last rays of sunset. The starlight washes over you in waves, gentle waves, soothing waves. Each wave carries away tension, carries away worry, carries away everything that is not peace, not rest, not sleep. The darkness between the stars is not empty, it is full of the deepest peace, the most profound quiet. It is the darkness of complete safety, of total rest, the darkness that holds all dreams, that protects all sleep, that cradles all weary souls. And you sink into this darkness, gratefully, willingly, letting it enfold you, letting it embrace you, becoming one with it. You are floating now, floating among the stars, no longer on the clouded peak but drifting, gently drifting through the cosmic sea, weightless, effortless, peaceful. The stars pass by you slowly, so slowly, like glowing lanterns on an infinite river. Each one greets you silently as you float past, blessing you, wishing you rest, wishing you dreams, wishing you peace. And time here is different. One moment is an eternity. One eternity is a moment. There is no rush, no urgency, no need to be anywhere but here, floating, drifting, sleeping among the stars. Your breathing has become so slow, so deep, matching the ancient rhythm of the cosmos. The rhythm that has no beginning and no end. Breathe in the starlight, hold it, let it fill you with peace. Breathe out into the darkness, becoming one with the infinite night. Again, breathe in, stars, breathe out, darkness, in, light, out, peace, in, rest, out, sleep, over and over, slower and slower, deeper and deeper, until you are not breathing at all, but being breathed, being carried, being held by the gentle respiration of the universe itself. And as you float, as you drift through this sea of stars, you begin to see them, the sleeping realms below, all 9 worlds, spread out beneath you like a beautiful dream. There is Midgard, the world of mortals, wrapped in soft blue twilight, its people sleeping peacefully in their beds, dreaming gentle dreams. There is Alfheim, realm of the light elves, glowing softly with silver radiance, its forests quiet, its rivers still. There is Vanaheim, where the fields are silent under starlit dew, and Jotunheim, where even the giants rest, their great breathing slow and rhythmic like distant thunder. All the realms are sleeping. Every creature, every being, every soul has found its way to rest. The whole cosmos is at peace, and you are part of this peace, woven into it, inseparable from it. You can see the great tree now, Yggdrasil, stretched out below you, its branches reaching through all the realms, its roots diving deep into the wells of wisdom. And even the great tree is resting, its leaves still, its trunk solid and quiet, breathing so slowly that it seems almost timeless, eternal. You are so high now, so far above, that even Asgard is just a gentle glow far below, just a memory of golden light fading into dream, and the stars around you grow thicker, more numerous, until there is more light than darkness. Or is it more darkness than light? You can no longer tell. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters but this peaceful floating, this gentle drifting, this perfect rest. The boundaries are dissolving, the edges blurring. You are not separate from the stars anymore. You are among them. You are of them. You are them. A constellation of peace, a pattern of rest, a story written in light and darkness, forever floating in the eternal night. The cosmos rocks you gently, back and forth, like a mother rocking a child, like waves lapping at a shore, like the tide of eternity moving in its ancient rhythm, back and forth, slowly, so slowly. You are so tired now, so beautifully tired, ready to surrender completely to sleep, to let go of everything, even the act of floating, even the awareness of stars. Soon you will sleep, deeply, completely. But not yet, not quite yet. First, you will float a little longer, drift a little deeper, rest a little more profoundly in this space between the worlds, this space beyond the worlds, this space that is nowhere, and everywhere, and home. And now you can let go, completely. The stars are singing you to sleep. Their light is a lullaby, soft, repetitive, eternal. Listen to the stars, watch the stars, become the stars, star and darkness and peace, star and darkness and sleep, over and over and over. The darkness holds you, the stars bless you, the cosmos loves you. You are safe, so safe, forever safe. The realms are sleeping, the gods are sleeping, the universe is sleeping. And you are sleeping too, drifting, floating, fading, into the soft darkness, into the gentle stars, into the infinite peace. Your body is so heavy now, so relaxed, melting into the cosmic embrace. Your mind is so quiet, so still, like a pool of starlight, undisturbed, perfect. You don't need to hold on anymore. You don't need to stay aware. You can surrender, you can sleep, you can dream. The stars will watch over you, always, forever. They have watched for eons, they will watch for eons more. And in all that infinite time, they will never stop loving you, never stop blessing you, never stop holding you safe in their gentle light. Sleep now, sleep. The darkness is complete, soft, warm, peaceful. The stars are fading, or are your eyes closing? It's the same thing. Everything is the same thing. All is one is all, and all is sleep, deep, deep sleep. Star, darkness, peace. Star, darkness, sleep, over and over and over. And the words fade, the thoughts fade, the stars fade, until there is only darkness, only peace, only sleep. Deep, deeper, deepest sleep. The eternal rest, the cosmic dream. You are sleeping, sleeping, sleeping. Among the stars, beyond the stars, becoming the stars, forever and ever and ever. All is dark, all is still, all is peace, all is sleep. Just sleep. Only sleep. Perfect, eternal, infinite. Sleep, and you are sleeping, 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 now and always, in the gentle embrace of the eternal, peaceful stars. Thank you for listening tonight. If this story helped you drift off, consider leaving a like and subscribing for more calming stories. Sweet dreams, and I'll see you next time.